your morning tea?
Pardon?
Can we interrupt your morning tea?
Yeah,
or is it lunch?
It's lunch, actually.
It's lunch, actually. What's in there?
Chips.
Is this a special routine that you have, chips and milk?
No, just that's
chips,
all I could afford.
That's all you could afford? Is it just plain chips?
Yeah.
No fish, no chicken, nothing?
Nah, payday today, but at the moment I only had about $5 on me, so I just got some chips and a drink.
So that's for lunch?
Yeah.
Are you working at the moment? Are you on a lunch break?
Yeah, lunch break.
What do you do?
I'm a pastry cook.
Do you enjoy it? Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
You always wanted to be a pastry cook chef?
Yeah, sort of.
Since you were a kid?
Oh, no, not really, but once I started working at a cake shop, I decided I liked it.
Is that how you started?
Yeah, I just sort of got a job with a place down in Central Coast and ended up here, so I decided I might as well stick with it now. We've got an apprenticeship started, so getting along good.
Are you Italian?
No, not me. Aboriginal.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where from?
Background's Moree, which is up close to the Queensland border. Up, down, I don't know which way.
Yeah.
But I never really lived there. I lived there for a year, but mainly lived on the Central Coast and in Sydney, not for about three months now. I think I've been in Sydney.
You came to Sydney on your own?
Yeah, I come down, moved in with my uncles. So my uncles all live down here.
Are you still living with them?
Yeah, I'm living with one of them because they live different places. I lived with one uncle and moved in with the other uncle and getting along well. I've found myself a job, sort of starting to make friends.
Yeah.
It's different, like being in such a bigger place to where I used to be. People aren't as friendly like where I was before. You could talk to anyone. Like, it's different here. Like there's more people stick to themselves and their own friends. But I'm starting to make friends through work and other places. It's quite interesting.
Met any girls yet?
Oh yeah, a few. Down at the pub when I've been down there. Not many girls. Meet a few more as we go along, hopefully. Yeah?
What sort of girl would you like to meet? What sort of girl appeals to you, if you could sort of describe her in general?
Any kind of girl. No, it doesn't bother me.
Okay, well, we'll do a short ad for yourself. You know, if the girl's watching, what would you tell people about you that's nice, that's good? What are your strong points?
I'm friendly to anyone. I'll always talk to anyone, no matter what race, nationality, colour, what you look like, what you dress like. You're all human, you all got a personality. Bit shy, but once I get to know you a bit, I talk more. And I've got lovely blue eyes. A lot of women have told me that, and nice curly hair.
Yeah.
But apart from...
What about music? What do you like in music?
Music, I can listen to any type of music. Rap, techno, heavy metal. Well, not too much heavy metal, more so rock and roll, but any type.
How old are you?
I'm easy pleased. I'm 16, almost 17. 17 in 5 days.
I was going to say 5 minutes.
5 days I turned 17, which is good.
Do you talk to your mum sometimes?
Yeah, I still get along good with my. Yeah.
Has she been down to Sydney to see you?
No, I go down there every weekend, but she's coming down on, not this weekend, but next weekend for my birthday. Which will be good.
So you feel pretty okay having settled in Sydney?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
You've got a job?
Yeah.
You like it?
Still wish I'd be back there with all my friends, back at home with all my friends, but I'll find new friends. Getting by.
But why wouldn't you go back there?
So I've got a good job here. I like what I do here. Maybe if I could get something better at home, I probably would go back, but I had a lot of trouble at home, drugs and alcohol and that, so I had to sort of move up here to clear my name out. I had a bit of trouble with police and that too. The
trouble you got into, was that because of yourself or the circumstances, do you think?
Probably a bit of both, a bit of myself, circumstances. They're only mainly fines, like for no helmets and stuff like that, nothing too serious, but then detectives come around asking me questions about another guy that I was hanging out with who been on serious charges and was going to jail for a long time, so sort of didn't want to get involved too much more in any more police stuff.
So you thought you'd get out of the whole scene?
Yeah, out of the whole scene. It was getting time where I had to get out and learn to live by myself for a while. Sort of pick up what life's really about. Instead of living off my mum and getting all the food and everything cooked for me, I've got to fend for myself sort of now a bit. Just come here basically to settle down, turn my life around, fix myself up. And so far I'm doing a good job at it.
Can we walk down slowly this way so we're
Yep.
off the corner?
Yep.
I don't want to cause a disturbance. My name's Andrew.
Hi Andrew, I'm Tass.
Tass.
Yep,
Tass short for something?
it's just a nickname.
Is it your nickname?
Yeah, Gillian is my real name.
Gillian short
Schmidt.
for Tass. Gillian
Oh.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Yeah. And how'd you get Tass out of that?
I just made it up.
You made it up?
Yeah.
So it wasn't given to you by somebody
No,
else?
I kind of wanted to reinvent myself when I was about 20, so I
Yeah?
came up with that.
Was the reason why you wanted to reinvent yourself?
Not really.
No?
Oh well, obviously there are, but it came about over a dinner party discussion about nicknames and I'd never had one. So later in the dinner party, it was invented, and then
Yeah.
I was about to start a new job, so I just told everyone my name was Tass, and it just kind of evolved from that.
And you've been Tass ever since?
Yeah, for 20 years or so.
You don't use your real name?
I use it for signing everything,
Yeah.
so that's all.
Fundamentally, did you change?
Not really. I had a bit of an identity crisis for about an hour.
At the dinner party?
No, driving along the road a few days later,
Yes.
thinking, well, which one am I going to be?
Yeah.
So I went with the new one.
Right. And what was the old one like?
Well, it always felt funny. It always didn't feel like me. When I'd hear it, I'd go, ooh.
Now, with a surname like Schmidt, can you tell us about? Is there a German?
I'm from South Australia, near the Barossa Valley.
Where there are a lot
so-
of German families.
Oh,
there.
enormous number. I mean, we had 2 Lutheran churches in our town, and there were only about 300 people.
And you went to both of them a lot, did you?
Oh
Did you
no! You can only be on one
Oh,
cab.
I see. Oh, they were competing.
Oh, absolutely. One ended up closing. Wasn't ours.
It wasn't yours.
No, not that I'm all that much that way. I couldn't
But you
care
were
less
in the
anymore,
winning church,
so to speak.
so to speak. Yeah. But was your father born here in Australia?
Oh yeah, we're about 3rd generation, I think. But where I grew up was kind of. I gather that it was almost like Beverly Hillbillies. You know, my father was born in a hut on the edge of a creek, and my grandparents had 2 children before they married, and it was real bushwhacker
Right.
stuff.
And what about your childhood? Was it like that?
Well, it had kind of moved on from there.
Yeah, it
And
was
my
sort of-
dad was fairly colourful, so he had a lot of people from different social strata kind of in our social group.
Colourful in what way?
Oh, well, he
As
was
a character?
Well, he was a bushman, and he was a shearing contractor and a rodeo rider, and travelled around a lot, and was very gregarious. So anywhere we'd go out in the middle of nowhere, which we did a lot of, everyone had known him. So
And still does?
did
Dead. Is he?
yes.
How long ago?
Oh, I kind of lose track because it happened around my birthday, but about 16 years ago.
Oh, a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah. So
Did he die in some
no, nothing very
exotic
romantic at all.
accident in a rodeo?
No, he was well past that by that
Uh-huh,
stage.
yeah.
He just died very suddenly from meningitis.
And your mother's still alive?
Oh yeah.
And what is she like?
She's very, I would say, typical of women from her kind of upbringing and age group. She did never work while Dad was alive, and she doesn't think much of her abilities about most things, and even though she's very capable, doesn't have a lot of confidence, So, which is, I think, true of a lot of women. They're actually very strong and capable, but from that era and that country lifestyle, but they don't ever get a chance to test it. Although she did, when my father was a shearing contractor, and when he died, my mother and I took over the business. So she organised shearing teams and all of that sort of thing.
Around the business?
Yep. So
Yeah.
she was very good at it, but she never kind of values it.
And what do you do now?
I work for myself. I sell an advertising sort of product called Z Card, as a freelance agent, which is another way of doing a brochure. And with my partner, we manufacture and operate pool tables in pubs and clubs.
Do you have one at home?
I want to. I kind of fancy going in pool comps and that sort of thing, but I don't play enough to really...
And your partner, are you formally married?
No, we live together.
An unofficial relationship?
Oh yeah, no. The modern marriage.
The modern marriage, yeah. Has it been, how long have you known?
4 years. Yeah.
It's been a while. Is it now comfortable, exciting, passionate, romantic? Where would you?
It has its moments, I'd say. All of those.
All of those things?
And lots of others on the other side.
What sort of relationship is it? I mean, is it a...
I always...
Fiery?
Can be. Well, look, you know, he's a party animal. That's how we met. And
so are you?
Not as much.
Not as much.
Not as much. I don't pull up so well anymore.
Yeah.
But I guess we're kind of... When I was growing up, I wouldn't have thought 40-year-old people would be doing the things that we do.
Such as? Give me an example, I'm intrigued.
Oh, we go to dance parties and we play around a lot, you know.
You don't
not
act
outside the relate, but we're like, I always describe it as two puppies in a basket, you know. We kind of play all the time.
And you're both 40?
Well, yeah, a little over. Yeah.
But you said that as if there were some expectations about 40-year-olds becoming serious.
Well, I think as there was, when I was growing up, it was very clear to identify which age group people were in, and that might be a reflection of the social group that I grew up in. But I don't think so. People would look 40 if they were 40, or they would dress a certain way. Now, I don't think that that's so. People could be, you know, it's hard to pick.
You're at an age where, if you don't mind me asking about this, most women say this is the age when they're going to have babies, if they're going to have babies at all. It's the end, that's it.
I think I'll just have puppies.
You've thought about this and gone past?
I just can't imagine making the compromises. Look, when I'm an old woman, I want to be dragged all over the, you know, Himalayas, being a pain in the neck to a couple of bearers, and I just don't... The idea of that this is it and that I will stop having adventures, it's just, you know, I feel like if that was the case, I might as well curl up my toes now. The idea of, you know, getting all of the big things over and done with in one's life, which in my view a lot of people do, you know, the marriage, the children, the house, I feel quite nauseous at the idea of that.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down.
How do I get mine as big as yours?
Grow older.
Have you got a second to talk to us?
Sure, what do you want to talk about?
We'd like to talk about you. My name is Andrew.
Yes.
What's yours?
Wayne.
Wayne. What do you do, Wayne?
What now? I'm sort of semi-unemployed.
Are you?
No, I work casual.
Yeah. Let me guess, let me see if I can see how good I am at guessing what you did, the sort of things that you did.
Yeah.
Do you mess around with cars?
Motorbikes.
Motorbikes. Have you got a motorbike?
2.
You've got 2. What are they?
One's a Norton and one's a Triumph.
Have you had
Harley.
them? Not a Harley. Have you had them for a long time?
The Norton I've had a long time, yeah.
Is that sort of like the 2 camps? There's Harley and the others, or?
There's British and there's everybody else.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And you're British.
No, I'm an Aussie. But
You're an Aussie, but you're British on the bikes.
Yeah. They make
Okay.
the best ones.
And what attracts you about bikes?
What attracted me about bikes was that you were able to be free without relying on anybody. They're a very selfish machine.
Yeah.
But there's also the thing that turns me off about them now, because you have to wear helmets and, and various other things.
Yeah.
And it's a bit more restrictive these days, which is why I don't use them as my personal transport now.
Right.
Now it's fun. Now it's when I go out for a day out, I take the bike. But if I'm just going to work or up the street.
Yeah.
I live at home.
Do you have a family?
Yeah, but they're all grown up. I have an ex-wife and some ex-children.
Any current wives
No,
or children?
No current wives.
So you live alone?
Sometimes, yeah.
I just wonder whether that, you were saying, I mean, it just seemed so odd that your lifestyle changed and now you're solo and you could be riding the bike solo, and before when you had family,
Well,
you couldn't.
but that was the escape, you see.
I see.
But for 20 years when you have mortgages and children and wives, you can't get out and about, but it's nice to have the access.
Yes.
And then when you don't need to have that access, then you don't, and you have it, and you don't use it as much. Because there's other things to do.
People would look at you and say, this man lives a particular lifestyle, like you're individual.
Yeah,
and
well, isn't that good that they get it wrong sometimes?
Well, that's exactly what we're trying to find out, if they do. Are you a conventional or a...
No, but I'm not completely unconventional either. I wear a beard because I found out it looks good on me.
Yeah.
And it's probably started off because I went bald early, and I was going to buy a wig, and I found out that $4.95 hats are a lot cheaper than $1,000 wigs that small children can spot at 500 yards. And they look better anyway.
Yeah.
So I suppose at that time it was a fashion statement, but now it's just, when you're 50 years old, you don't have to make a fashion statement.
You don't have to make any damn statement.
No.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
Doing anything exciting?
Yes, we're talking to people like you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Jackie, come here.
We're just meeting people around Australia casually at random and having a chat to them about
Where
them.
is this being
SBS.
shown? Really?
SBS.
This is a lovely little place, but it needs a lift.
Does it?
Needs a little lift. Yes.
You sound as though you might like to give it a lift.
I'd love to give it a lift. I
This
really
little place?
would. Yes, I'd like it to be much better than what it is. It's been neglected, sadly.
Umina, neglected?
Yes. You know what Umina means, don't you?
No.
Sleepy Hollow.
Ah.
And they don't want to... Oh. Excuse me, Jackie. Jackie, could you come here a minute? Oh, please. I need you to come here, my friend.
Yeah. Is this your shop?
This is my shop.
Yes, what's your
Weekly.
name?
Margaret.
Margaret.
Margaret, yes.
Now let me guess. You're not from. Let me see. Oh.
The old country.
Let me see. Oh, must be Scotland.
Yes, yes. Try and get the suburbs. Try and get
The
where
suburb?
it's from.
I would-
The city.
Well, I would say Glasgow.
Spot on. What's your name?
My name's Andrew.
Andrew. I'm Margaret. Andrew,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Margaret, tell me, how long have you had this shop?
It's been here 5 years. I've had it 3 years. It was round the corner 2 years before that.
Now, have you had a shop before?
In Glasgow, yes.
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 You were always a shopkeeper?
Not always. Hi, Jim. Hi, Jim. Not always. I've done a lot of things, but this I like doing. It's designer clothes,
Yes.
recycled.
What other things were you doing before?
Oh, take too long to tell you, Andrew.
Oh, we got time. We got time.
No, it take too long. No, you're going to spend too much time on me, and I'm getting embarrassed.
No, don't get embarrassed. Just
Be natural.
a couple of things.
Yes,
What
well-
sort of things?
What did I do? I worked in Grace Brothers in Sydney for
Yes.
about 12, 15 years off and on, between opening a salon in Sydney, a massage parlour.
Yes.
I left it twice, and then when I decided to retire, I came up to Umina.
And opened a shop.
Well, I didn't. I came to work for this girl who gave me 1 day's work, and then I decided I would like to buy it when she was selling it, and I bought it.
What else did you do back home? So you still call it back home?
Oh yeah, you always call it home. Let me see. Lots of things. I worked as an auxiliary nurse. I had a massage parlour back home too. I had a recycle shop back home.
That's a variety. What sort of massage parlour was it?
Oh, legitimate.
I know,
Legitimate. No hanky-panky.
No hanky-panky.
We had
but what sort of
hanky-panky
massage?
people. Good massage.
Good massage.
Yes, good massage. That made
Did
you
you
feel
do
good.
it?
I did it, yes. I was a
Yes.
masseuse. Because in those days, which would have been nearly 30 years ago, it was looked at a little bit doubtful, massage.
Yes.
You know, they thought there was something fishy in it, but mine wasn't fishy. I didn't know about fish then. What's his name?
Greg.
Greg. Oh, that's a nice name, Greg. How are you?
You didn't know anything about fishy then?
No, I didn't know. When I came to Sydney and I opened the massage in, I think it was Dimmock's Arcade. I think it was Dimmock's I went into, and I did massage there, and it was very nice. I had a lot of nice ladies, but then things got tough and I had to advertise, and I had men came, and men are always a bit funny. You know, they always look for more than just the ordinary massage.
So, is that why you
They
get...
didn't get it, no, I couldn't afford them. They're too expensive.
And all of this, were you alone? Were you travelling around?
My husband and my family.
Yeah?
I had 2 girls and a boy. One stayed in Scotland and she came out a year after us. They're all here now. So we've now got 10 grandchildren.
And is your husband helping you in the shop?
No, he's retired.
He's genuinely retired.
He's genuinely retired.
What did he say when you said to him, we're going to buy this business?
I wasn't very happy about it. You can imagine, can't you? Listen, I hope this is not the Whisper or one of these funny pages, no?
No, it's a program that just shows people...
But as they are, it's not who.
No. No, we meet all sorts of people.
I think that's wonderful, because I think it's very interesting to meet different people. And then this friend of mine, if I could get her out here, she's lovely.
I don't believe she exists, actually.
Jackie!
Let's go in. We'll
yes,
go.
please come in to you. This
Then
is
she
replay.
Whoops.
Jackie, where are you? She's gone to walk about.
She's made an escape out the back.
Oh, she'll be back in a minute. She's gone outside. This is Replay, which is a designer's recycled ladies shop.
How does it work?
It works very well. I do consignments. I take ladies who spend a lot of money in clothes, bring their clothes here when they're fed up with them, and I sell them for about 1/3 of what they've paid for them.
You've done a lot of things in your life. Lots of different things. What about Michael? What did Michael do?
Who's Michael?
Your husband?
George.
George.
I wish his name was Michael, but he doesn't like the name George. But
Can we call him Michael?
Yeah, no, don't call him Michael. He worked in the railway. Worked in the railway for 20 years when he retired 3 years ago. And when he came to this country, we were in our 40s, and it was a bit late to come to this country. And he was told he was too old to have a job, so that was a bit deflating. But lucky enough, he got a job in the railway, and he stayed there till he retired.
And you've been together for a long time, obviously.
43 years. Got any medals on you, fellas?
You think you deserve a medal for that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we both deserve a medal.
You both deserve a medal. Have you been good to each other?
Off and on.
Yes.
Off and on. Had good times and had bad times.
But you got through them?
We got through them, yeah.
And you're good friends now?
Yes, oh yes. There's no point in wasting the time you've got left now.
What's the best time you've had together? Do you remember?
That's hard. It's quite hard.
Was it in Glasgow?
No, I think this country's been very good to us.
So your life here has been much easier.
Definitely.
And is George enjoying it really?
Loves it. Loves it. He didn't like it when he came.
Yeah?
Didn't like it at all when he came. There was too many. It was too, I think, slack for him, too casual for him, but he's got used to it.
Was it a period when you had arguments about it? Did he want to go back?
Oh, he did, yeah, yes. Oh, we went back after 2 years, and he was only back 2 weeks, and he was desperate to come back again. He knew how good it was here. So sometimes you have to do these things to find out. I wish she would come out. I know what she's doing. Excuse me, Andrew. She's either in with Ian next door. Jackie, where are you?
What is that little... Is that a camera?
That's a
A pretend security camera.
Come with me.
Okay.
Come with me. Ian.
Yes.
Hello. Oh, you're Ian.
That's
Hi.
Ian. That's Ian Brown.
Ian Brown. You're neighbours.
Yes.
Yeah, we are neighbours,
Yes,
aren't we?
very
Yeah.
good neighbours, yes.
Very good neighbours. What happened to Jackie?
She took off again.
Jackie's camera shy.
You work in this shop. She's a rascal, Ian. She lets me down at every turn. She really does.
This must be a very safe place because you just walked out of your shop and left it unattended, and it's not a problem.
It could be, but we're just a bit careful, aren't we? And we're careful. We know the problems that are here.
We look after each other.
Yes, that's right. Ian looks after my place and I look after his place, which is good.
Terrific. Well, it was very nice meeting you, Margaret.
And thank you very much.
And your neighbours.
Yes,
And friends.
We might be on neighbours next weekend.
Thanks.